You guys are doing such a great job. We're almost there. So what we're going to do now is we're going to make it into a keychain. Right now, it's just kind of like this flat thing. You couldn't get a key hooked onto that in any way you wanted to, right? So we have to do something that's pretty clever here. We have to make a hole in it. So we're going to go back to our circle tool. And again, if yours looks like a rectangle, keep in mind that circle tool and the rectangle tool are in the same place. So click on the rectangle tool or the circle tool and select the circle tool from the menu. Once I have the circle tool, I want to find a good spot to make this hole. So you could just put that hole anywhere, but I want to make sure that I match that curve on the outside on the inside. So it's going to look better, right? I'm going to do that by going to this edge. You can see I got lines that pop up when I get that exact endpoint of that arc. And if I bring that line across, you can see that I'm going to, well, that's not going across, but you can see that I select the center. So it gets like a medium blue and it says center. When I'm there, I'm going to click and release and then drag out, and that's going to make the size apparent, right? I can see how big it's going to be. But looking at the radius that I have there, I think 7.5 millimeters is a good size for my radius. So I'm going to type 7.5 and hit enter, and there is my circle. Once I have the circle, I'm going to push pull that circle to make it into a hole. So I'm going to get my push pull tool. I'm going to go onto that circle. I'm going to click and release and then drag down. And then if you remember, we push pulled 3 millimeters up. So if I push pull 3 millimeters down, it should make a hole. So I'm going to take my hand off my mouse. I'm going to type the number 3 and hit enter. And look at that. I've got a hole. So that hole makes it so that we can actually click something on there or use one of those keychain things to get something on there. And that makes this into something that's actually keychain-esque. We're almost there. One more step to take.